Hey YouTube, this is Chris Cart. Welcome to my channel. This is Butcher Block and Kettle. Today we're going to be cooking a crispy pork belly where we're going to braise it in red wine and some lovely vegetables. We're also going to do a sweet potato and goat cheese puree, some pickled onions to go with it as a condiment on the side. Alright, first things first, you want to get yourself over to the butcher shop and get you some of the lovely pork belly. Went over to Iverstine's Butcher shop, Iverstine Farms Butcher, and what they were able to give me is this lovely Berkshire pork belly. Berkshire is a particular breed of hog. They make some of the most succulent pork you're ever going to have. And what you want to get, especially if you're going to do this recipe, is make sure you get the skin on pork belly. Sometimes, particularly some stores will sell it with the backing, the skin taken off. It won't give you the same blistery texture. It's not that it won't be good; it just won't be the same texture, and that's what we want to go for. We want to score this skin right here. We're gonna go with like this is like a million skewers. You get some skewers. You're just gonna go through. And what you really want to do is you just want to make sure you're getting you don't have to be so thorough. If you miss a few places, it's not gonna be that big a deal. But you want to go through and get a good cross section with all these preparations. And what that's going to do for you is when you get this in a high heat situation, the fat is going to come up through it and actually fry the outside of it in its own fat. And that's kind of how you get that good crackling, that good crispy texture that we love so much about pork belly. What I like to do is, especially with pork belly, I like to, depending on how you're going to serve it, I like to go ahead and do a large score with a blade. A, it looks better, and B, it'll help you when you get ready for service after the fact. So I'm going to go through, I think we'll go ahead and do like a diamond pattern. And you don't want to score all the way to the meat. You just want to get right through there. Just get about a ½ inch down. Now that I've flipped it around, I went a little too deep right there. Now what we're going to do, we're going to set this over to the side and we're going to go ahead and put our spice rub together. What I've got here is some green peppercorn. I've got some smoked black peppercorn. Got some coriander seeds, some gochujang chili, and also some mustard seed. And I believe that's it. And we'll go with the salt after we get it all ground up and everything. So what I'm going to do is you're not looking like for a full-on powder at this point. You just want to get it going, and once you get the black peppercorns kind of where you want them to be, you can start going in circles and get you a really good grind going. All right, what we're going to do now, we've got our spice mixture made. We're going to brush this with just a little bit of vegetable oil. What this does is this acts as a good conductor of heat when you're in that, and also once you get that heat going, then your naturally occurring fat here in the pork belly is going to start your frying process. But you want to get this. It also helps the spice mixture stick to it, because this, at least while it's before we start cooking, this isn't going to be tender just yet. All right, now that you got your belly fully lubricated as needed, we're going to go in here with our spice mixture. Get this thing happening, get some flavor working here. We're going to put this on there. It's going to look like a lot at first. We're going to rub that in, and since it's going to be happening in a braising situation, whatever you need to come off is going to come off. So what you want to do is try and get it in those cracks as best you can. It's all going to go to the same place once it's going. Look at this lovely, like all the opportunities for flavor happening here. Flip it over. Don't forget to season the bottom. What you don't want to do is forget to salt this thing, because that's going to be one of the most important parts of this. Gets all this reaction working. So I'm using kosher salt. In my opinion, kosher salt, it's not as strong of a salt, if you will. It makes it imparts flavor by making it taste more like itself. At least that's the way your taste buds perceive it. So it may look like I'm putting a lot, but it's actually not. If it was iodized salt, this would probably be too much. Oh, flip that over. Get us some more on the bottom. And that's it. We're pretty much ready for the oven. And now we're going to go ahead and chop up our veg. Veg is going to do two things really. It's going to, it's going to prop it up off itself, the pork belly up off the skillet, so you don't burn from the bottom. And also, as the pork belly cooks, all that wonderful fat is going to rain down into these vegetables and give us some good foundation for a good sauce. This doesn't have to be anything pretty or fancy. You just want kind of uniform sizes so they all your flavor, you're cooking at the same time. So that's 2 carrots. We got 2 ribs of celery washed, and you want 3 small onions. You can actually leave the skin on. Stay there. All right. I like to go in quarters. This will also help you with keeping the pork belly, keeping it level in the pan, just so you don't have one side cooking faster than the other. And I'm going to go ahead and add a 1 whole clove of garlic as well. What I like to do is go in half this way. That way they kind of all stays together. Like that. Look at that. All right. Get that in there. We'll set our belly right on top. Just like that. And then we're ready to go into a 500-degree oven. About middle rack for about 45 minutes to an hour until you get a good blistering on top here. This will be crispy. It's going to get crispier, but that's kind of your indicator. You're not trying to cook this all the way through. That's going to happen next when we get ready to braise. But that's it. All right, YouTube. If you like what you've seen so far, you want to see how this pork belly turns out, go ahead and check out the next video. Please don't forget to hit the like button and maybe tickle that subscribe button for me. Thank you. Bye.